sorry. Don't you want to know about me?
No right to ask.
I've never told anyone about Stephen. My mum and dad, they died before he was born. It was 7 years ago where I was working. The office party. I suppose someone spiked my drink. Or maybe I just drank too much. I didn't know who had sex with me. Anyway, I got pregnant with Stephen. But I don't regret it. I mean, how it happened, yeah, I regret that, but not having Stephen. He's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
I'm sorry. But I can't trade confessions. I just can't do it.
But how do I know if I can trust you? I mean, if you won't tell me anything, I've no idea who you are.
I know. It's completely unfair.
Oh, he's gonna move my leg. Oh, he's done it. He's done it. Come on. Here he comes. Oh, and Stephen's caught. He's caught.
All right, then. Thank you. Did you have a lovely day?
Yeah. Stephen. Oh, gotcha.
Hello. Now listen to this. Picturesque Suffolk coastal village. 3 beds, 2 receptions, kitchen, bathroom, utility room. Renovation needed. Must be seen.
Be nice for you.
It's a home for a family.
What would I be?
You could be whatever you wanted to be.
Can you afford it?
I've got a bit of money put by. We could do it.
Could we?
Look, I screwed my life up once. I'm not about to do it again. We can make it work.
How'd you know?
Because I've decided. Come on, you.
Look at the state of you. What's your mum gonna say, eh? And they'll get the blame as usual on me.
Frank, is this sandbar?
It's too heavy. Nice, though.
Can we come back here tomorrow morning?
Maybe. Now, quick, we'll be late for school. Come on. Come on, run.
How could you let him go out in that state?
Relax, he's absolutely fine. Have you seen my seats?
Before the news, here is an SOS message for Mr. Gavin Hughes, last heard of in 1997 in Newbury, Berkshire. It's regarding his son, Thomas Hughes, who is dangerously ill in hospital. Would Mr. Gavin Hughes please get in touch with the Royal County Hospital, Newbury?
I'm looking for Tom Hughes.
I didn't think you'd come.
Nothing could have stopped me. How is he?
He's got meningitis. But he's going to be all right. They thought it was meningococcal, but they gave him the lumbar puncture. It isn't, thank God.
Tom.
No, don't. He needs his rest.
He's grown so much.
Yeah, well, he would. It's been 4 years.
The radio said...
Yeah. I know. I was very scared. He had a temperature of 103. He's been really, really lucky.
Are they sure there are no complications?
You almost sound as though you care.
I didn't come here to have a row.
They've put him on antibiotics. They say he's doing very well. He was calling out for you when he had the fever.
Oh, thanks. That makes me feel really good.
For God's sake, can you stop thinking about yourself for just 1 minute?
I'm his father, Janice.
No, Gavin, you were his father.
How did you find out?
One of the guys downstairs, he'd heard it on the radio and said, was he one of yours? I rang the hospital. I spoke to a nurse who said she'd seen a man who answered Perry's description.
What an imbecile.
Well, you can hardly blame him, can you? I mean, given the circumstances.
Don't talk rubbish. Of course I blame him. It's insanely irresponsible.
It was his son, for God's sake.
Will you try telling the Iranians that?
Well, what would you have done?
That is beside the point. If we know about this, who else does?
Frank Perry? Who the hell's Frank Perry? Never mind.
Just give me the fix. Do the decrypt later. It's the Ministry of Information and Security in Tehran, right? And to Riyadh? Yes. Need that fix. Good man.
Get a move on, you guys. We haven't done all day here. Come on.
8 years I've hunted this guy. And this is the closest I've got. He's Iranian. No name. No face. Only a code. Anvil. He's an alpha killer.
Always leaves the same footprints. They call him back for debriefing. Then Alamut in the mountains for spiritual comfort. And then the hit. Wherever.
I would if I could. I'm just too busy. Yeah, maybe in a couple of weeks, yeah? I really don't have the time.
Hello, Frank.
Totally irresponsible. He's my son. Did you notice anything at the hospital? Anybody watching you?
No.
Well, you're gonna have to move. We're gonna have to do this all over again.
No way.
We've had calls from the Americans. They want information on a Frank Perry. Now, we have to assume that you're in serious danger.
I'm not going anywhere. This is my home. Merrill's and Stevens. We've worked hard to get it the way we want it. But we're happy here. Now, if we need protecting, then you protect us.
Is that your last word?
This is where I stay. Now, you tell your bosses that. Who do you mean?
The man in the grey car. I just saw him leave. Don't lie to me, Frank.
He was from before.
How did he know where to find you?
I don't know, he just did.
Frank.
Just leave it. It's not important.
Of course it's important. It's important to me. Don't keep bottling it up like this. We're part of your life, Frank, whether you like it or not. Just tell me.
I can't!
Look at you. You're shaking. You can't keep pushing me away like this. I've put up with this secrecy, but I won't stand for lies. Just tell me.
Just leave it! Please. Just give me some time.
The FBI, their Saudi office, got a lead on Frank Perry, formerly known as Gavin Hughes. Now, up until a couple of days ago, there was no connection between these two names. Now there is.
It would help if we knew the exact extent of Iran's anger with Hughes Perry.
That operation's restricted information, I'm afraid, George, even to you.
And me.
Then how are we supposed to arrive at a realistic threat level assessment if we don't know what happened?
Well, I can at least tell you that the Iranians are extremely angry. If he does decide to stay where he is, he's going to need protection, George. That's inescapable.
That sort of protection can cost anything, up to $1 million a year.
You can't just hang him out to dry. Well, he's been useful to us. He's been an asset. Well, you can't, can you? I mean, someone's got to look after him, and he knows it. Well, one call from Perry to the tabloids and...
Well, we're going to have to reach some sort of accommodation over this. We just don't have that sort of money.
FBI Riyadh, Mr. Littlebaum.
Speaking.
Jeff Markham. We met at a debrief here in London. About 4 years ago.
So we did. What can I do for you?
It's about Frank Perry.
Well, and you have my undivided attention.
Perry was formerly a salesman, Gavin Hughes. I'm trying to assess...
Come again?
Well, I'm trying to put together a threat level assessment.
No, that name again. Who did you say?
Gavin Hughes, the guy we debriefed in Iran.
You got him inside your Fort Knox?
No, he's at home. We offered to relocate, but he won't shift. He's adamant.
Hear me carefully, Jeff. It's a top man who's coming. The best.
And Perry keeps asking me why. Why the big deal all of a sudden? I don't know what to tell him.
Look, this isn't the proper format for this type of conversation. I'm going to be on the next plane to London. Maybe talk then. In the meantime, can I give you some advice?
Of course.
You put some hardware next to him. Maybe some Marines.
One day a month, Special Branch put Winston Smith, a hospital porter, now known as Yusuf Khan, under surveillance. It's all their resources permit.
He's from one of those little groups bankrolled by the Iranian embassy. He went shopping this morning, combat survival gear. Spent 3 weeks' wages, including boots 2 sizes too small for him, then bought a map.
He's not at work, and he's not at his home address.
The man?
The Suffolk coast.
What a coincidence.
If you stand by and do nothing when anyone insults Islam, then you will go to hell. I really believe that. But if you're strong enough to fight the enemies of the faith, kill them if you have to. However you have to, then you will go to heaven. It's as simple as that. The embassy man told me what we have to do. And he left this.
The man that you saw last week, the one that I said was from before, his name's Jeff. He works for the Secret Intelligence Service. He wanted me to move on again, leave everything behind.
You to move?
Yes.
Everything behind meaning us, me and Stephen?
Yes.
Why?
I used to work for a company that made agricultural machinery. I was a salesman. Pretty good one at that. I had to visit Iran regularly because of my job. But the Iranians weren't just using the machines for agricultural purposes. They were mixing weapons-grade material in them. I was paid well to keep my mouth shut. The British intelligence service found out what was going on and made me pass on information to them. A spy, if you like. I don't know what they did with that information. They kept things pretty close to their chest. But one day they said, because of what I told them, my life was in danger and that I had to leave everything, become somebody else. My family wouldn't come with me.
Your family?
I had a wife and a son, Tom. He's 10 years old. That day I left in a hurry. There was an emergency appeal on the radio. It said that Tom was dangerously ill. I know it was a stupid thing to do, but I was worried sick. I had to see him. I broke my cover.
Was he...
No, he was okay. They'd caught it in time.
And his mother, your wife?
What about her?
Is she still your wife?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
It was a divorce, but I never actually signed the papers. The security service fixed it somehow. They can do what they like. I have wanted to tell you this ever since we first met, ever since that first meal in the restaurant. The security service said the more that you knew, the more that you'd be in danger, both of you. I'm sorry. Meryl.
You love somebody and then all of a sudden you find out they're not that person at all. You know, there's this whole other life you knew nothing about, a wife, a child. So I don't know what to think. Will you move again?
No. I've drawn a line. This is where I stay. If you'll have me, that is.
You did before. You ran out on them. I'm not even married to you.
But can't you see that was different?
How?
Because I'd rather die than lose you.
Little Barm's got a photograph of his code name, Anvil, a remote camera in the Riyadh souk. It's running now.
Good.
He's flying in tomorrow. Give the boys at Eurostar and Dover something to go on.
We don't know where Anvil's contacts are, we don't know how he's armed, and we don't know how he's getting here.
And now we don't know what he looks like. Or he's a sitting target.
Bye. Have a good day.
Bye.
Mr. Perry, Detective Sergeant Bill Davies, Special Branch Protection. They told you I was coming.
How far?
An hour and a half.
Go faster.
Perry's been assigned 2 protection officers, one for days and one for nights.
Did you say 2?
It's a matter of resources.
This is British understatement, right? I mean, you know what you've got here, don't you? It comes from an ancient culture. Where it differs from Christianity is in its passion and intensity. That's what makes Anvil so lethal. For him, death in his cause is not to be feared. It means a glorious martyrdom. And now, this highly trained, fearless killer is heading straight for your backyard. And you're telling me it's a matter of resources?
Mr. Littlebaum, I understand the seriousness of the threat. If it were up to me, he would have 20 men surrounding him.
This man has made fools of security services all over the Middle East. He goes in and out of a country like a ghost. You'll need your very best men on this, and plenty of them.